We got a fresh batch of new forks. Get a load of these. And considering how flexible this material is and those overhangs, these came out pretty dang good. And I'm going to talk about these little hooks, these little horns, as one of the small changes I've made recently that could make a big difference in some matchups. TurboFIEND has always had this triangle of death position. Shout out Jake Maximizer for coining that term. And you're about to see it play out here in this fight. TurboFIEND winds up stuck in this awkward position. The weapon's not touching the ground, the wheels aren't touching the ground, and the gyro from the spinning weapon is basically locking it into this odd, stable triangle position. The triangle of death. Now this is extra frustrating. I'm not actually stuck. I'm not in danger of getting counted out or anything. But in order to get out, I need to spin my weapon down, and that puts me in danger. It takes some time, and I can't drill the situation at home because you can't set the robot down in this position while the weapon's spinning. So this has been a continued problem. So here's a clip of these new forks doing their thing in June. You can see how they prevent TurboFIEND from getting up onto that corner, and they actually let me stay stable and attack from an upside down position, which I enjoy doing. And I'm going to sneak in another clip of TurboFIEND doing that, where I actually got the kill. It didn't happen at NHRL though, so you nerds didn't see it.
TurboFIEND upside down has destroyed the top of
So this improvement was pretty straightforward. Took about 20 minutes in CAD, and it's a straight improvement. And you're probably sitting at home asking yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? And it's going to sound nuts, but I actually didn't mind being stuck in this position all that much, which was a mistake. So I'm going to play an ancient grappling match of me here in the background and talk about my strategy there. In grappling, I always enjoyed frustrating my opponents, much like I enjoy frustrating you nerds on Discord. And that often meant putting myself in situations that my opponents hadn't dealt with, or sitting in what looked like disadvantageous positions and baiting them into reacting. Robot fighting is judged very differently. In grappling, at 5 to 10 seconds, if they don't gain anything from it, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt me at all. It's just weighing on my opponent's psyche, if you will. But at NHRL, if I'm sitting still for 5 or 10 seconds, especially in a position where a judge would reasonably think I'm stuck, that could hurt me a great deal. And that's something we're simply not going to do anymore. So this has turned into a bit of a long video for a relatively simple change. But I thought it would be interesting to talk about my thought process, talk about how my jiu-jitsu strategy is actually hurting me in a pretty simple and stupid fixable way. But that's it. Small change that should hopefully make a big difference. Could win me an extra fight or two. But we'll see. Nuts.com, you should sponsor me. And everyone else, tune in on September 12th. NYC, DAZN, Pro Tour, TurboFIEND, up against the best competition, TurboFIEND in its best version. And we're going to see what happens. There's not going to be any more triangle of death. I'm going to put you in a square of death. You're going to enter the squared circle with me, and you're going down!